Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be heading on to NBA 2K, and we are going to be trying to rebuild the Atlanta Hawks, who have just received the #1 overall pick in the 2024 draft. So if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Alright, so here we are in 2K. We're going to go ahead and make some trades before going on to the NBA draft, who we will be drafting Alex Sarr. I've made a little bit of a trade here, which I'm hoping the Pelicans will accept. It's going to be DeJounte Murray, Clint Capella for Brandon Ingram and Larry Nance Jr. in the 2025 first round. I'm trying to keep this video as realistic as possible, but I'm sure it's going to end up being not realistic anyway because it's 2K. We'll see if the Pelicans accept this here, and they do not. I'm going to go ahead and accept their counter trade. They just basically wanted 2 picks from us, and then EJ Liddell we would be grabbing in return. So I'm actually perfectly fine with doing that. So we're going to go ahead and agree with that, and that trade has been complete. We have added Brandon Ingram and Larry Nance Jr. alongside EJ Liddell. Alright, so I've drawn up a trade here against the Detroit Pistons. It's DeAndre Hunter for 2 second-round picks. I added in Marcus Sasser, but to be honest, I don't really want him. I just want the picks, but it looks like they will not want that. We'll take the picks. I'm sure they'll accept this, and they have, so that helps us out too. And with the Toronto Raptors, I'm going to try to get 2 second-round picks as well. We're going to be giving up Kobe Buffkin, and they will agree to that. Alright, now we're in the NBA draft, and we are up first, and we will be drafting Alexander Sarr at the #1 overall pick, 7'1", 217 out of France. Absolutely huge to go ahead and draft him. Cody Williams goes second out of Colorado. #3, Reed Shepard. #4, Zachary Risache. #5, Nikola Topic. And that'll be pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the draft. Alexander Sarr comes out as a 78 overall, which is always good to see. We are literally going to only offer Sadiq Bey a qualifying offer. No one else I really need on this team. We're going to offer Campaign a contract here. We're going to offer Javonte Green a contract. We're going to offer Doug McDermott a 1-year contract as well. We're also going to give a 1-year contract to Charles Bassey. We're going to do this trade with the Golden State Warriors. It gives us Chris Paul and a top 3 protected pick in 2026. We're going to be giving up Bruno Fernando and AJ Griffin. Let's go ahead and do it. We're simulating through free agency here, and we're going to go to player progression. And look, the team is declining. That's not the greatest thing ever, but our top players are actually looking kind of decent, so that is good to see. We're going to advance into the next season. We're going to be signing Frank Jackson as well. We're going to be giving a 1-year minimum to DeLon Wright. I'm not sure how much he's actually going to play for us, but that is okay. And here, let's go take a look at our rotation. Alright, so here is going to be the rotation heading into the first season. It's going to be Trae Young, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Brandon Ingram, Jalen Johnson, Alex Sarr, Sadiq Bey, Okongwu, Paul, Green, and Frank Jackson. This isn't the best team in the world, and I'm not afraid to admit that. But the point is to kind of go ahead and tank here and just kind of get some better draft picks. So let's go ahead and simulate this regular season. We're actually going to simulate towards December 6th, because then I plan on trading Larry Nance, because we will be allowed to trade him at that point. It might sound crazy to say this, but our team's not even doing that bad. We are power ranked number 11, and we are 10-11. I was expecting it to be a little bit worse, to be quite honest. And now that we are 45 days in, I should be able to trade Larry Nance, and I am. So let's go ahead and trade him for Alex Caruso. That is what I was planning on doing in the first place. I'll see if they'll accept this. I'm not expecting them to, but it's Nance in a 2025 first rounder for Caruso. If not, oh, okay, they have. I was just going to add in a little bit more, but I guess maybe I didn't even need to do that in the first place. Now that we have Alex Caruso on our team, I'm going to go ahead and start him at the 2. It's a little bit of a tough decision, but I am going to put him in here, and we are going to be putting Bogdanovic as the backup 2. The minutes are looking a little bit different for the bench players now. We're going to have 8 for Green, 20 for Paul, 24 for Bogdanovic, 29 for Bey, 29 for Okongwu. And, yeah, there's the starters' minutes. We're going to have Caruso starting because I want to bring some energy off the bench in Bogdanovic. Hopefully that works out well. We'll go ahead and get back into the setting, and I'll meet you guys at the trade deadline. Alright, so we're going to try to trade Cameron Payne for Monte Morris. We'd also be giving up a 2029 second rounder. I'm fine with doing that trade. We're going to sign Robert Covington to a 2-year minimum contract. I'm sure he'll accept it, and he will. That is huge. I'm just going to let 2K rebuild our rotation here. We are really not going to make the playoffs, so we're going to have Young, Bogdanovic, Ingram, Johnson, Okongwu, Bey, Sarr, Paul, and then Morris, and then Caruso. That's the way we're going to rock things here because, to be honest, I really don't care how the rest of the season goes. I don't know why Sarr's coming off the bench. I am actually going to change that. I don't like that. So, there you go. Sarr's going to be starting for us now, and let's just simulate the rest of the season. Alright, MVP is going to be SGA. He averaged 31.6 points per game. Sarr was Rookie of the Year. Love to see it. 11.1 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, and 1.8 assists. Six-man, Amen Thompson. TPOY was Wemby. Most Improved is Czar. Clutch player Stephen Curry. Coach of the Year Mark Donnell. So we ended up being a play-in team. We'll be facing the Celtics in this play-in game. I am going to shorten the rotation just because I feel like that's what a good coach would do. But to be honest, I'm trying to lose this game. I don't really care. So, we're just going to try to, let's just make it an 8-man rotation. Let it auto, make that lineup. There we go. All right. Simulate through game. We actually won it. Okay. All right. How did we win? 34 from Young, 28 from Ingram. Sarr did solid. All right. We're going to be facing the Pacers now. Okay, and we're in the playoffs. Of course we are. So we make the playoffs as the 8 seed, and to be honest, I really don't know how. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to let this remake the lineup one more time, and we'll just simulate through game 1, and game 2, and game 3, and game 4. We take game 4. Who went off? Brandon Ingram, Trae Young, both had 30-point games, and we are eliminated. Alright, so in real life, you can't be expecting much as a Hawks fan, but this upcoming draft class is great. We also have a ton of picks. So I'm really hoping that we can capitalize on this draft here. The Thunder won the championship, by the way. And try to bring, a solid player to this Hawks organization. Alright, so it's time for the draft. We have the 8th best odds. I was kind of expecting more. But I think it's because we decided to win too many games. Alright, so we're going to skip this lottery. We will be getting the 4th pick. We got some insane luck there. That is huge. So we will be drafting number 4. Alright, so for the number 1 pick in the 2025 draft, Dylan Harper goes. And the number 1 player, actually I don't even know how Cooper Flagg wasn't drafted here. Number 1 player I want is Ace Bailey all the time. I love this guy. But as the 4 slot, I don't really know if we're going to get him. Cooper Flagg goes in number 2. And right here should be Ace Bailey. We'll see. And it is. So I won't be getting Ace Bailey, the player that I was really hoping for, which sucks. But I will be grabbing VJ Edgecombe, as I can't really pass up on this guy. He's really great. So we draft VJ Edgecombe, the 6'7", 210 man out of Kentucky. And he will be joining the Hawks squad. Edgecombe comes out as a 77. That is good. We're going to have a qualifying offer to Jalen Johnson. This dude right here, Jalen Bridges, is expecting $4 million, and I am willing to give him that because he is one of the top potential free agents. So we're going to give him a 2-year, $3.4 million contract. Hopefully he likes that. Jalen Johnson has decided to leave us. I'm going to try to give him a contract, but who knows if he'll actually accept it. We're going to offer him 21.25 right now. We'll see if he takes that in. And, yeah. We're going to try to offer a contract to GP2, just a 1-year, $3.1 million contract. Hopefully he takes it. We're going to simulate the rest of free agency because, to be honest, I really don't know who else to go out and target. So, hopefully we get all those players. Alright, so we have just lost Brandon Ingram. He actually is going to sign with the Toronto Raptors, which is really, really crushing, to be quite honest with you. And, our roster's still not looking much better, to be honest. Alright, so we're going to look at our player progression. Oh, it's not looking great, boys. This team is not easy to rebuild, and that is for sure. We do have a top 3 protected lottery pick coming up, which is huge, but at the same time, it's not going to help us anytime soon, because I feel like it takes a lot of time for a rookie to develop in this league, so it may be a couple years before this Hawks team actually finds themselves in a NBA championship. I've moved Bogdanovich to be able to play that 3 spot for us, and he will be starting there for us this season. Edgecombe's going to be starting at the 2. We need him to progress a lot, and then our bench is really, really bad. Raul Neto, I don't even know who this guy is. Like, maybe I should know, but he's averaged 5 points his whole career, so maybe I don't need to know him. We're going to simulate this season because I don't think it's going to be the greatest season ever, but here we go. Alright, so MVP goes to Luka. Rookie of the Year is Cooper. Flag. Wow, great job. Six-man, Alexander Sarr. Love to see it. DPOY is Wemby. Most improved is Donovan Clingan. Clutch player, Anthony Edwards. Coach of the Year, Tom Thibodeau. And we did a great job at losing this season. That's all I got to say. And that is honestly what we were trying to do. Edgecombe actually got all-rookie first team. He got 14.2 points per game, which is outstanding for a rookie. So, as I said earlier, we did not make the playoffs, which I am perfectly fine with. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and simulate the playoffs real quick. It's going to be Shea versus Tyrese in the finals. Love to see it. Do the Pacers win it? They do! Pacers take home their first ever NBA championship. Love to see it. Tyrese wins his first ever finals MVP. We have the 10th and the 13th best odds in this draft, and we will be getting the 3rd overall pick. And I believe that is because we had a top 3 guaranteed pick or something like that. And then, yeah, that's basically how that ended up unrolling. We're going to head to the NBA draft where I'm eyeing up Cameron Boozer, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get him. The 1st overall pick is Boozer, so that's unfortunate. Number 2 is Jasper Johnson. Okay, so I will be getting AJ Dibansa here. He is probably the best player in this draft class if you're asking me. So I'm going to go ahead and grab him. Can't lie. I love this guy. So there we go. AJ Dibansa will be heading to Atlanta, and that is always good. And we also have the 13th overall pick. I just want to see if we can maybe find a trade for this pick. So I just want to check out the available trades. It's going to be a 13th overall pick and Alex Caruso for Alperen Sengun. I would love to go ahead and do that trade. I do just want to go ahead and make sure that there isn't anyone available that is going to be absolutely insane. And now, Bryson Tiller, he is absolutely outstanding. He'd be playing that power forward position for us, I believe. Yes, he would. And he could also play the center, but I would believe that Sengun would probably be better and it'd be helping us right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that trade. It's going to be this 13th overall pick, and it is going to be Alperen Sengun heading to Atlanta. We have the 53rd overall pick. Don't really know who to pick. We're just going to pick this number 1 overall available guy out of Illinois, Morris Johnson. But it's really Morris. Wait! I just picked Morris Johnson. Yo! I met this dude in real life. Yo, that's actually crazy. Morris Johnson, baby. He's called Morris Johnson in this game, but wow. That's actually so sick. I met this dude in real life. I seen him play high school basketball this year. AJ Dibansa is going to start out as an 80 overall, and this team might actually be good. Cason Wallace is a player that I feel like would fit pretty well on this team. We're going to go ahead and offer him a contract, and hopefully he takes it. We'll see if he does. We're going to try to offer Jonathan Isaac a little bit of a contract here, 5.65 mil. Let's see if he takes it. Alright, we're going to simulate their free agency here as there's really nothing else I want to do. Now that we head into player progression, we got Sengun on here, and it looks like Trae Young is gone. So that is not great. Alright, so we're going to be trying to trade for Brandon Pajemski here. He's going to be our starting point guard, and I am not feeling too happy about this, alright? We've kind of got ourselves in a little bit of a situation here, and there's not really much I can do, which sucks. So Cason Wallace and Pajemski are our point guards. Our small forward situation isn't horrible. Dibansa and Moody. Power forward, we're doing alright here too. Centers are alright. We just need a backup shooting guard, I feel like. That's kind of the only thing left that we need. We're going to offer a 1-year contract to Kevin Huerter, and he has accepted the offer. So we do have a backup shooting guard now, which is nice to see, and this team is honestly not bad. I'm actually not that mad with it. So we're going to head into the season, and I'm hoping that this team could perhaps go on a playoff run. Alright, so I do like this trade, Jalen Johnson and Muhammad Guy, I think I'm saying that right, for Anthony Simons and Chimenzi Metu. The reason I'm trading Jalen Johnson is because of the fact that Alexander Sarr, I'm going to be starting at the 4 this year, And there's not going to be any room for Jalen Johnson to be starting because he can't really play that center position that we needed him to. Alright, so the starting lineup going into the season, it's going to be Kaysen Wallace, Edgecombe, Dibansa, Sarr, and then Şengün. Anthony Simons, it's kind of a tough decision here, right? So I'm thinking about starting Anthony Simons at that 1, but then Kaysen Wallace, I also kind of want to go ahead and progress. Although he's only averaging 5 points per game, so maybe I do that. But here's the thing. If I move Simons to the 1, then it'd be Edgecombe and Herter, but I guess that could work out. You know, we're going to give it a little bit of a run. If it doesn't work out, then I'm going to go ahead and change it. But Simons, we are going to put you at the 1. Now that I think about it. Alright, we just can't let you take up this. Because, you know, I already have 3 point guards. And, you know, it's kind of a little bit of an issue over here. At the trade deadline, it could be changed. There could be some trades that might end up helping us, to be honest. We're going to start Anthony Simons. And there you go. That's going to be a rotation. So let's go ahead and start simulating. I'm feeling good. At the trade deadline, we are currently 4th in the East, and we are 7 games back from the Pacers, who are the 1 seed. Now, I just do want to see what our player stats are looking like here. I just want to see the point guard competition here. Simons 11.7. Then we have Pajemski at 9.7 and Wallace at 8.3. To be honest, Wallace is not performing, alright? So, we're going to go to the trade finder. Kaysen Wallace is going to be finding a new team here, hopefully. This is what I planned on doing at the beginning of this season. And I don't know if we're going to be able to find anyone crazy good out of this. We could get first round picks. I like this trade right here. It's going to be Pajemski for Jackson. Now, it's not quite Kaysen Wallace, but it is Pajemski. And Wallace, I'm just going to give less minutes, to be honest. I think that's going to work out well for us. So, we were bringing in the small forward, GG Jackson, but I'm probably going to... I'm just going to move Moses Moody to be a 2. And that might help us in the depth part of things. Alright, let's continue to send the rest of the season. Alright, SGA wins MVP. Bronny wins Rookie of the Year. Okay. Sixth man is Brandon Ingram. DPOY is Wembanyama. Most Improved, Jalen Tyson. Clutch Player of the Year, Devin Booker. Coach of the Year is Mark Dino. See if you had any players on the All-NBA teams. AJ Dibansa got 3rd on the All-Rookie team. He averaged 17.4 points per game. Alright, so we ended up as the 3 seed. We were 2 games back of being the number 1 seed. That's good. Alright, let's see what the points per game are looking like at this point. And it looks like Moses Moody. Oh, wow. Kaysen Wallace, once again, selling. GG Jackson didn't do that great. Alright, so this rotation kind of looks a little bit weird, but the bench has not been that great, so we're just kind of going to rely on our starters here. I'm going to make sure the bench utilization is all the way down to about, like, 15, because, to be honest, some of those players are not playing very great. And one more thing I do want to go ahead and do is change Anthony Simons' shot tendency. It needs to be at about 92 or something. This guy needs to be way higher because he's kind of the point guard, and, you know, he kind of needs to shoot the ball. So that's something that just kind of needs to be said, and hopefully that will cause him to shoot the ball a little bit more. We're going to simulate the play-in. We will be facing the Miami Heat in the first round. It's going to be Dillingham against Simons, Hero against Edgecombe, Butler against Dibansa, Jovic versus Sarr, and then Bam Adebayo versus Şengün. We're going to let this first game roll out. I'm a little bit worried. It's kind of a good team. And we do take game 1, and we take it by 8 points, so a little bit close, but Anthony Simons does drop 40. That's what we needed from him. I guess that shot tendency did help a little bit, and it just looks like the starters did everything for the team. And game number 2, we lose, and Edgecombe drops 42. Dillingham kind of cooked. Alright, so I put together a little bit of game plan. Let's go ahead and simulate game number 3. We do take it. That's huge, and we win by 13. We limit Dillingham to 21, and wow, Tyler Hero to 9. Simons had a good game. It's huge. Game number 4. The Heat tie up the series. It's 31 points for Tyler Hero. Couldn't lock him up twice. Alright, switch up the rotation a little bit. And game number 6. We lose? No way. Simons 28, Hero 25. We lost it by 3. 7-man rotation it is. Alright, changed up the rotation one last time. Simcast it is. Here we go. And we are down early. We lose the first quarter by about 27. Yeah, this game is pretty much over. The Hawks have been eliminated yet again as the 3 seed, which that does kind of suck. And sure, Hawks fans are, a little bit frustrated. Pacers win back-to-back championships. Hopefully that happens in real life. But I am not losing confidence. I feel like this team is just on the brink of being great. So hopefully we can bring this team to the championship this year, because I feel like this year is going to be our best chance at doing so. We have the 31st pick in this draft. I'm just going to go ahead and pick the best overall player in this draft. It's going to be a shooting guard. Don't really care. Don't really know who that is. We're just going to see him to the end. I'm not even worried about whoever we pick. We're going to be giving a offer to Isaiah Joe. I'd like to bring him in. He'd be really solid for us. We'll give him a 2-year contract. 2-year, $11 million. Hopefully he takes that. And then Brandon Clark is another player I'd like to go ahead and bring in. I'm going to give him... Hold on, how old is Brandon Clark? He is 30. We'll give him I'll give him a 2-year as well. $7 million for him. Let's go ahead and advance. We don't want to bring AJ Green back. Cason Wallace, we'd give him the option. I mean, $9 million. I'm not sure if we could really do too much with that, or we could try to re-sign him and trade him. But to be honest, I don't believe that there's going to be much trade capital for him. Kevin Huerter, 5 points per game. I'm not sure that I'd want to bring him back, but we could try to bring him back and then trade him. We've gone ahead and signed Bruce Brown to this team. He could be a backup point guard for us. We're going to move Moses Moody to be playing that 3 spot for us. Plays up to an 81 if we do that, so that's good. Alright, our starting lineup this year consists of Anthony Simons, Edgecombe, Dibansa, Sarr, Şengün. Then off the bench, it's going to be Moody, Clark, Isaac, and then Joe and Bruce Brown. Alright, let's simulate the season. Hopefully it goes well. Alright, we are 9.5 game back of the number 1 seed, the Pacers, yet again. They are just going crazy, I guess. Something is wrong for us, because I don't know why we aren't winning as many games as we are. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone's doing alright. I don't really know what the issue is here. Okay, maybe Alexander Sarr is kind of the issue. He's only averaging 14.9 in 34 minutes. It kind of sucks. Şengün, 14 points. That's not good. I mean, Şengün's shot tendency should be pretty high, so I don't really know why that would be happening. I'm just saying. Alright, let's see what the offers are and see what's out here, alright? Darius Garland would be crazy. Jaren Jackson Jr. would be crazy. Suggs. Jamal Murray, imagine. Şengün's tendencies got lowered somehow, and I'm not really sure how. His tendencies need to be high. I don't know how this happened, but oh well, I guess. I mean, it's kind of frustrating that it got lowered this much. Sarr is still pretty high, which is kind of weird that he's not scoring enough points for us. I don't really know, man. MVP goes to Nikola Jokic. Marcus Johnson wins Rookie of the Year. 6-man Isaiah Evans. DPOY Wemby. Most Improved Hugo Gonzalez. Clutch Player John Morant. Coach of the Year Mark Dino. VJ Edgecombe got on the all-defensive second team alongside Alexander Sarr. We ended up being 6 games out of being that first seed behind the Pacers. The Bulls were 1 game ahead of us. Let's simulate this play-in real quick. And here we are. We will be facing the 76ers in round number 1. We will shorten the rotation as we head into the playoffs. We'll get it down to about an 8-man rotation. Anthony Simons, 19.5 points per game. Honestly, this team has just been destroying. Sarr, to be honest, has been not as great as normal, but his defense seems to have been pretty good. Neither has Şengün, to be honest. I believe that Simons needs to have more minutes than Sarr, so we're just going to give 38 to Simons. I'm actually going to give 40 to Simons. There you go. Jonathan Isaac, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? I feel like that's kind of fair, that rotation right there. That should be pretty even. Now let's check out the 76ers. I'm actually curious to see who's really scoring on this team, and let's check it out. It's going to be Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, but it's really just Tyrese Maxey. We'll see the inside. We're going to put Sar on Embiid and then Edgecombe on Maxey. Alright, there we go. Got a little bit of a rotation there. Game number 1, we take it, and we win by 11. 29 points for Dibanza, 28 Simons, 23 Şengün. Maxey scored 39, but they really couldn't score anywhere else. Game number 2 we take as well. We win by about 20. Number 3, we're going to get the brooms out here. 35 for Sar. Good bounce back game for him. We do get the brooms out, so that is good, and we actually won that game by quite a bit. So, simulate round number 1. Here we are in round number 2. We'll be taking on the Cleveland Cavs, and there you go. The Pacers have been upset by the 8-seeded Brooklyn Nets. Who's on that team? Donovan Mitchell, I believe. Yep, Donovan Mitchell, Obi Toppin, Tyus Jones. Alright, that team's someone to watch out for. Alright, let's set up a rotation here, or I guess a game plan against the Cleveland Cavs. It looks like this team consists of Darius Garland and Isaiah Collier. So we just got to lock down the perimeter, to be honest. We're going to have Edgecombe on Garland and then Dibanza on Collier. Alright, there we go. Simulate game number 1. We lose. We lose by 6 points. Evan Mobley kind of cooked. Let's go ahead and see who we can put on Evan Mobley. It's probably just going to be Sar. Yeah, we'll put Sar on Evan Mobley. Got to make sure Mobley doesn't score. I'm feeling confident about this series still, though. We should be fine. Just lock up Mobley. Alright, here we go. Game number 2. We win it. And it looks like Collier cooked, but we still won. Game number 3, the Cavs take. Just even scoring. Sar had a horrible game. I wonder if I need to change up some of the minutes. Alright, I changed up some of the minutes. Let's go ahead and head into the next game. And we lose it. Alright. Wow. I did not think this was going to be the team that was going to beat us. Alright, here we go. We're going to simcast this game. Please be good. Alright, we're out to an early lead. We win the first quarter by quite a bit. We lose the second quarter by 3. Third quarter we win. And fourth quarter we will win. Win by 20. That's huge. Sar drops 20. Edgecombe 27. Dibanza 19. Ooh. A little bit scary, but you know, it's gonna happen. And we locked down them, so that's good. Alright, game number 6. Can we pull off this comeback? If we could, that would be huge. We win quarter 1 by 5. We lose quarter 2 by 2. Win quarter 3 by 4. It's gonna be close. It's going to be really close, but we should pull this out, right? Yeah, we do. Alright. I didn't even see the box score. 21 for Mobley, 24 for Sar. Alright, Moody kind of sold, but it's alright. Alright, here we go. Game 7. Please, Hawks. Please. And we're kind of getting killed here. Oh, no, we came back. Fourth quarter run. No way. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Keep scoring. Keep scoring. Yep. 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 And there you go. We pull off the comeback. Huge. Alright. We're into the conference semifinals now. Let's check out and see who's cooking for the Heat. For the Heat, it's Rob Dillingham. And that is pretty much it. Then there's Tyler Hero as well. Alright, here we go. Game number 1. We take it. We win it by like 40, yo. Game number 2, we lose. Come on now. Come on now. Rob Dillingham cooked. And Dibanza did not. Game number 3, we lose. We're down 2-1. Şengün cooked, but Anthony Simons didn't. Alright, here we go. Game number 4. We take it. That's big. We win by quite a bit. And the team did pretty solid. Game number 5, we take it as well. We're 1 game away. We won that game by like 50. Next game, we win. Şengün wins ECF MVP. And the Hawks are in the finals. We'll be facing the 1-seeded Thunder, who have only lost 1 game on their road to the championship. They are led by an SGA, Chet Holmgren. They also have Cunningham. But if we lock down SGA and Holmgren, I think we'll be fine. A little bit of a game plan put together. Let's do game number 1. We win it. And we win it by quite a bit. So there you go. Star drops 33. And we limited Chet Holmgren. Game number 2, we take it 2. We're up 2-0. We can't lose this now, right? Game number 3, we take it. There we go. Şengün drops a big game. Do we win the championship? Let's simulate it with Simcast right here. Thunder win quarter 1. Hawks win quarter 2. We got to win this third quarter. We do. And it's close. Okay, the Thunder took it. I didn't see it. We lost by 1. Wow. We'll be fine, though, right? We do. All right. So we win the championship. And we have officially rebuilt the Atlanta Hawks. And Şengün wins Finals MVP. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.